that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
The last couple of seasons, the Clippers have shot the lights out from deep, Brett.
Oh, man, they've been unbelievable. Over 41% back in that 21 season. That led the NBA. So they got a nice collection of shooters on this Clippers team, and it helps that you have Paul George and Kawhi Leonard play to create great shooting opportunities. So lots of guys that can hurt you from deep.
Now here's George. Such a wide open look.
What's the pick used for? It's used for separation. Paul George got it there.
Pass to Towns. Lets it go from deep. Gets the three to fall.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And we're about a minute into the first. Here's Westbrook. Plumlee finds Zubac. And here's Westbrook. Back to Zubac. And Gobert with a block.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. I mean, why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower?
Conley passes to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
And slammed that thing through.
A nasty two-hander. George outside. Three-pointer, no good. Conley with the ball. He's picked up by Westbrook. Conley passes to Towns. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to go on Kawhi Leonard.
For a big, Towns is an effective free throw shooter. You really can't give him too many looks from the line.
And Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Brant?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
Here's Conley. The Clippers getting their last shot to go. Towns passes to Gobert. Back to Towns. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
I love the ferocity from Gobert. Snagging that board and getting the putback, he wasn't going to be denied.
Westbrook, the pass to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? And that one's good from Conley.
And Conley loves to get into the lane, using his quickness and athleticism to perfection right there.
Plumlee, a screen on Conley. Westbrook, the pass to Zubac. Back to Westbrook.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
With the drive. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. 2 important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Here's Towns. The kick out to Conley. Pass to Towns. 5 on the clock. The three is up. Westbrook with the rebound.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Leonard for 3. He can't hit that time. And Minnesota will come the other way. Right side Conley. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Woo! The whole arena felt packed. Towns can just be merciless on offense.
Here's George. To the left side wing. Zubac finds Leonard. And blocked with his palm. What a defensive play. McDaniels from long range. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Conley's got 4 assists in the game.
One of the league's better floor generals, really over the last decade. Conley plays with an old-school pass-first mindset.
Now here's Zubac. Leonard for 3. Plumlee, a screen on McDaniels. Leonard. The shot that time not on target. And some solid defense from Towns. And it's Towns with with the power finish.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
High post Towns. Plumlee pulls down the board. George outside. That'll count. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's Minnesota. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Well, guys, we've seen a confident-looking Timberwolves team out there.
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
So much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Rudy Gobert is out there with Kyle Anderson. And it's Alexander Walker in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves.
This is Gobert going to work. I mean, he knows the inside contact can't stop him.
Plumlee passes to Zubac. Oh, from deep. George against Edwards. There's the block.
With intensity on defense, Kyle Anderson using the length that time and timing it well to get the rejection.
Brent at the center position. It does feel like we're seeing a re-emergence of the big man, the traditional 5.
Yeah, BA, I think it comes down to whether or not you have one or not. I mean, there are teams that just don't have the bruising big that can go down into the post and dominate possessions to slow things down and get to the paint. Other teams are electing to want to play faster and with more skill. So it comes down to how a team wants to set their roster up as to whether or not the traditional 5 is part of your action.
First team foul.
And we played through the first minute here in the second. Pass to George. Clock at 6. Puts it up from 17. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. It's Edwards on the wing. George defending. Westbrook against Anderson. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Capable on the interior to score so long. Slow-mo. Anderson not going to pass up a look like that. Well, still a few years out, but the Clippers have to be excited about moving into their own arena in 2024. So much innovation has gone into the design of the building. It just looks incredible.
That's what you need your bigs to do. Step up and control the defensive glass.
And Edwards slams it in.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Now here's George. Plumlee, a screen on Edwards. George has the open look. Cans it with nobody near him. Amen. And the Clippers felt they needed to build their own arena to establish some identity.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it that they could be their own franchise away from the shared building with the Lakers. And for so long in LA, they've been treated as sort of the second-rate team, and that just shouldn't happen. So having their own arena, it's moving them well into the right direction.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Minnesota.
Well, their length and anticipation reflected in their shot blocking totals, making the extra effort to close things out.
Well, one thing that's noticeable is just tremendous energy from everybody, and they put that into their transition play. All that hustle is paying off.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
Now, Norman Powell settling in and understanding more and more of who he is at the professional level. He's a scorer. He can shoot the 3 at a high clip.
Fires for 3. On target from range. Prince has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
And the basket by Highland.
Oh, you Gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Here's Alexander Walker, looking for his first basket, still in this one. A slam dunk by Reed.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
There's a minute 26 left in the first half of this game. Back to Batum from downtown. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. Just a superb read on defense to come up with a block.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
Here's Alexander Walker. Here's Reed. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. A slam dunk by Reed.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points, while the other guys struggle to keep up.
Highland misses. The Timberwolves have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go in the second quarter. Pass to Prince, and it's stolen by Plumlee. Here's Highland. 34 seconds left in the second quarter. Over Anderson. Batum, left side. From outside the arc. Counted from distance. Batum's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Here's Alexander Walker. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Pass to Reed. Soft touch off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 21.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves sitting on a comfortable 21-point lead at the end of the quarter. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. You have to like what we're seeing from Karl Anthony Towns.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
On the floor for the Clippers, Norman Powell out there with Nicholas Batum. Then it's Mason Plumlee. Then there's Eric Gordon. And it's Highland in at the point guard. Powell passes to Batum. Here's Highland. There's the 3. Edwards pulls it in. Pass to Towns. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
And yeah, this is what you like to see from Towns, using his size and strength to make things happen.
Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Plumlee, a screen on Conley. Highland. He drops it from range. He's got 6.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And for Gobert, his offense continues to catch up with the elite defense. He's becoming a legitimate two-way threat.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
And it's powered home by Towns.
You know Towns' team is loving this. He's letting his natural scoring ability run wild on offense.
From deep, the steal. Outside Conley. And Edwards slams it in.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Pass to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
Here's Highland. He's guarded by Conley. Out to Gordon. Batum outside. 5 to shoot to end the run. Rebound Minnesota. Towns has got 5 rebounds in the game. Gobert finds Conley. Back to Gobert. Lays it up and banks it in. Gobert's got 10 points.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
Well, with the confidence growing, that's one thing, but they seem to be getting more intense, and that's helping the quality of their play here.
Pass to
2
Powell.
minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Let's go with a 3. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
There's an underrated scoring aspect to Norman Powell and what he can do. He can drive, get inside, or he can knock down a jumper. It's a tough cover.
So for the Clippers, Zubac, he's checked in for Batum. Paul George comes in for Gordon. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Highland. 1:57 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Pass to Towns. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looked like plenty of room. And the standout skill of Paul George is the fact that on both ends of the court, he's going to affect the outcome of a game.
McDaniels from long range. Can't hit that one. And Los Angeles the other way now. Zubac passes to George. Back to Zubac. Now George. Fires from deep. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 8 now. And George is the kind of versatile player that every team is looking for, Brent.
Yeah, B.A., with all of that experience, he's able to switch on so many different guys. And he understands what it is they're trying to do. And then on the offensive end, he just scores in a myriad of ways. He's hitting threes, he's driving, he's dunking, he's making plays. PG, the complete package.
Inside, Towns. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. 43 seconds left in the third quarter. Ooh, had a nice open look right there. George has got 7 points.
Think about the rookie year that PG had, where he shot under 30% from the three-point line, but all that tireless work in the offseason, and now such a vital part of his game.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Wow, it's good.
And how about Powell just coming back and taking on the challenge, answering the call?
Here's Conley. And he gets that one. He's got 7.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Plumlee, a screen on Edwards. Count it.
That's just a good-looking shot from Paul George. Gets it right into his shooting pocket and finishes it off with confidence.
Pass to McDaniels. Back to Conley. He got it off in time. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Timberwolves. He's been productive scoring. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Naz Reid out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Jalen Noel. Then there's Mike Conley. And it's Prince in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And Westbrook gets it to go on the assist by Leonard.
Well, go ahead and try to stop Kawhi Leonard, and he'll just move the ball to the open man.
Pass to Reid. Launches it. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Leonard finds George. Here's the three. Zubats with it. Launches a three. And Conley grabs the miss.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
We played just over a minute here in the fourth. Outside, Anderson. And another basket for Minnesota.
Anderson continues to work on the shot and wants to be more and more consistent. There's a good sign there.
And George launches it from deep. Pass to Leonard. George outside. 6 to shoot. For three. That shot missing. And Minnesota will come the other way. Conley on the attack. To the right side. Here's Prince. Back to Conley. Pass to Reed. Beyond the arc. The Clippers grab the miss. Plumlee's got 5 rebounds tonight. Leonard passes to Westbrook. Leonard on the wing. The offensive rebound. Jacks up a three. He buries it from three.
I love the patience, the tactical mindset of Leonard. He's so good at picking his spots, especially on the pick and roll.
Westbrook, the pass to Plumlee. Leonard on the wing. Fires the three. Again, the miss by Leonard. Minnesota's gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line in this one. The shot by Conley, no good. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. Leonard's shot's good. Leonard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You like Kawhi, and he knows when to be forceful, just using his muscle on the inside to get to his shot.
Reed, rejected by George. Los Angeles has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown in this final quarter. And they'll get another chance. Zubats finds George. Back to Zubats. And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game. And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Gobert's checked in for Reed. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Anderson. McDaniels is checked in for Prince. And it's Edwards in for Noel. George for three. Fires in the triple.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Timberwolves.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Mike Conley.
Serving up feeds all night long. He was the best teammate that they had on the floor.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for the Timberwolves.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
They feel like they have an advantage inside, and so far they have done an excellent job exploiting it.
Well, they've also put an emphasis on driving inside in this game. The defense hasn't been able to stop them from finding those gaps.
George outside. Takes the three. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
It's tipped. And he's able to get it back. Oh, it's Towns with the finish. Now Los Angeles with it. They're on a 14-6 run. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. George, a deep three. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Outside Edwards. Driving to the basket. And Edwards slams it in.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. All right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up. Alongside.
I smack clowns with mad style.
matchup. The team-first mindset on both sides.
Very unselfish, and we're going to see guys moving the ball. And, Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Andre Ayton out there with Durant, and it's Octopi in at the small forward position. Here's Conley to the paint. Here's Gobert, and finished off by Gobert.
And all of that size rolling there after that screen. Gobert moves now with such confidence when in the pick and roll. And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Booker outside. And that one's good. Durant.
Unsurprisingly savvy pass by Booker, setting another guy up for success instead of forcing a shot.
And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold.
Here's Paul. Following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Ayton, the pass to Octopi. Back to Ayton. Towns with the steal. Lets it go with the three. Kept alive, Minnesota. And Gobert kicks to Towns. And the three off target.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Paul against Conley. Durant in the corner. Stolen by McDaniels. Here's Edwards. He takes it in. And Edwards with the stuff.
And once Edwards gets a step on you, it's likely going to be a bucket or a foul or both.
And when you think about Durant's singularity as a player, Steve Kerr said he's more gifted than Michael Jordan. Greg, what do you think of that?
Well, Steve's had a first-hand view coaching KD and playing alongside Jordan. He didn't say greater, but more gifted. I think it's a conversation.
Paul with the ball. Conley picks him up. Paul outside. Ayton wide open. And again, it's the Suns missing. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Towns a screen on Paul. And here's Conley outside. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. Kicks the ball. With the drive and rejection by McDaniels. Conley finds Edwards. Ball against Conley. Gobert with a screen for Conley. Inside. Tries again. And Gobert with the lay-in.
And just an excellent rebounder. Gobert is so good at using that incredible wingspan to track down those additional scoring opportunities.
Now here's Durant. And that shot misses everything. Air ball on the three.
Well, guys, look, the Phoenix Suns ended the regular season on a high note last year. They finished first in the Western Conference, a feat they hadn't accomplished in a bit of time.
Here's McDaniels. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Octopi. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. In 2004, the Phoenix Suns clinched the top spot in the Western Conference, and they're about ready to do it again.
Yeah, and that was the Steve Nash, Amari Stoudemire days, and that was practically 2 decades ago. But the Suns have earned this top spot. They have been putting in the hard work with this young core and grinding out all these games.
Is that 7 seconds or less?
Yes, sir.
Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. The Suns trailing. Pass to Octopi. Durant feeling it out a bit. And he uses the glass on the layup. KD's got 6.
This is an intelligent play call by Durant, shaking up the defense so he can find his angle.
So it's Minnesota now. Outside Conley. And it's Edwards, top of the key. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
For Phoenix, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. KD, a screen on Conley. Paul passes to Ayton. Outside for Durant. Lets it go from deep. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
Slick shot by Durant. Gets the pass and is in his motion a second later.
Conley gets the bucket.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
KD, a screen on Conley. Paul passes to KD. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one is on top.
You look at Durant's game and you instantly see all the hours of hard work that went into shaping it. He's so polished in every area. His skills are so sharp.
Conley scanning the floor. To the middle. Here's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
And no issues at the rim for Gobert. One of the league leaders in flushes. The Frenchman loves to finish above the rim.
At the end of one, a close. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
And for years, Mike Conley had an interesting title. The best player to never make an all-star game. Well, that changed in 2021 when Conley was named an all-star.
2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point guard. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. It's deflected. Kicks it out to Paul. 4 on the clock. Driving to the basket. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Paul's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Suns. For Mike Conley, year 13 was lucky for him, going to that first All-Star game.
And that was the longest wait ever to become an all-star. Conley, 33 at the time of that first selection, just shows you the work ethic of Mike, always trying to improve.
And it's Phoenix's ball. They trail by 1. KD, a screen on Conley. Outside Durant. We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Now, here's McDaniel. Now, here's Towns. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And this is what you like to see. Big Cat using that size to his advantage.
Here's Booker into the lane. And the dunk by Booker. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
The Suns have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Paul against Conley. KD, a screen on Conley. Paul kicks to Durant. Nice move. And finished off by KD.
And the handles from Durant are downright filthy, using them to cut up the defense there with ease.
The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And, Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
Smart dish by Durant, giving it away to a guy with a quality look.
And the Timberwolves call time, and it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter, and Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Reed with it. Down low. The kick out to Anderson. Rebound by the Suns.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Warren is screen on Prince. Warren on the wing. Ross dishes to Warren. Reed with the block. Here's Noel. Lays it up and banks it in.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Now, Ross. 6 to shoot. Outside Warren. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And good job there by Warren to draw the foul and get to the line. It's all about positioning, and he really forced the D's hand there to draw the contact.
Good on the second free throw. Timberwolves trail by 4. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Good on the triple. Prince has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
Shamet the pass to Baisley. Back to Shamet. Here's Baisley. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Just 2 to shoot, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Suns lead by 3.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Reed and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And he sinks the second. The Suns have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. There's 18 seconds left to play in the first half. Shamet the pass to Baisley. The kick out to Warren. Now Shamet. Clock at 6. Here's Baisley. And some good action through the first 2 quarters. And thank you, And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did Coach have some new ideas for them?
Setting the floor for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with Ayton. And it's Octopi in at the small forward. And home court advantage can give teams a huge lift. Greg, how different is it playing in front of the hometown fans?
It's huge. I mean, they give you energy. You don't want to let them down, so you tend to dig a little deeper when you're playing at home.
Timberwolves shooting at 50% in a decent group. Edwards passes to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Big night for Gobert. This team has become more and more comfortable leaning on his offense.
The drive by Paul. Octopi for 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Minnesota in the lead. Here's Conley going inside. Here's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Right through the contact. Gobert's added so much strength since being drafted back in 2013. It's helped all facets of his game.
Now here's Paul. Passes to Ayton. Goes back up. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Ball against Conley. Here's Gobert, and that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Gobert's got the lead up to 6 now for the Timberwolves. For Phoenix, they've gone 0-4 from the field in the second half, yet to find the mark. Ayton sets the pick for Booker. Phoenix, no good that time either. Minnesota with the ball. They've got an 8-0 run. Conley, the pass to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
Yes, this is a pivotal moment in this game. Those extra possessions right now, they just mean a little bit more.
And the dunk by Booker.
And with this skill, you kind of forget that Booker is 6'5" and can get to the rim with ease.
And looking back to Devin Booker in that 2015 draft, this guy went 13th overall.
What a steal. Plus, Book was the 4th guy taken from his own college. I think that put a giant chip on his shoulder, fueled Devin to the all-star he is today.
A shot by McDaniels, no good. Suns trail by 6. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Conley against Paul. The pass to Octopi. Drills it from outside. Octopi's got 6.
Sharp find by Paul, one of the best passers of all time.
Here's Towns, and the layup's good off the glass.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Here's Booker. That one falls. Booker's got 4 points this quarter.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Kicks it out to Prince. Another miss by Minnesota. Suns trail by 3. Pass to Octopi. Back to Booker. Outside Durant. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
Just too much to handle. Durant not fazed by the ball.
Here's Noel. He's covered by 8. He gets it in there. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
Okay, when you let someone with this height get this close, it's going to be nearly impossible to stop, especially when he has that big of an advantage in this category.
Now here's Booker. He has 6. Outside Durant. Just 5 to shoot. That shot off. Good D by Anderson. And Anderson slams it in.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Booker, right side. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Taurean Prince.
Don't foul that guy. For his career, Durant's about 90% at the line.
Durant hits them both. 7 seconds left to play here in the third. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
He got it up. Rudy Gobert, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Minnesota. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Running in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
The defense looking lazy there. You can't allow Paul to get inside like this. That's just asking for trouble.
Outside Conley. Six on the shot clock. Good D by Booker. And so Ayton will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Booker outside. Here's Octopi. Outside, KD. To take the lead. And McDaniels with the block. Conley left side. And finished off by Gobert.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Timberwolves leading by 3. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Over in the corner, McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniel.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
It is good.
Even in the later stages of his career, Paul's handles remain incredible. He's got that thing on a string. What a move.
Outside Conley, Gobert, and it's Phoenix with the rebound. Paul with the ball, now guarded by Towns. Stolen by McDaniels, and stolen by Booker. Back to Durant. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Outside Durant. And then Durant with the dunk.
Just maybe the best scoring forward of all time, and by maybe I mean he is. Yet again, it's Durant with a big night.
Paul looking over the floor. Pass to Ayton. He kicks to KD. Shot clock at 6. To take the lead, and he sinks the layup. Durant's got 4 points this quarter.
Along with Hall of Fame talent, KD is just clutch.
Conley dishes to Gobert. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Octopi, the pass to Booker. Outside, KD. Here he goes. And then Durant with the jam.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
You can't question the desire of these teams. It's going to be difficult for either side to get separation.
Paul with the steal. It's tipped. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He's still got to get out.
Now here's Paul. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Here's KD. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. But instead, he'll shoot free throws. Michael Conley picks one up.
And Durant is a closer. He's ready to set up when his team needs it.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 5-point game.
And thanks to his good work at the line there, now we have a 2-possession ball game.
Edwards inside. He's covered by 8. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
It's Gobert showing some guts on that one. With that win, a good bet to get off a good look in that crucial moment.
Now here's Paul. Good.
When the going gets tough, you got CP on the side. He steps up. What a winner.
And Minnesota has possession. Conley with it. Out guarded by Booker. Here's McDaniels. It drops. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
ball. Outside, KD. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Towns with the defensive effort. Now here is Conley. Knocked away. And Paul with a clear path to the hoop. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Man, it took forever for them to commit that foul. I don't know why they didn't do it right away. Those are precious seconds.
And the second of 2 is good. That makes it a 3-point lead. And the Timberwolves call timing. They're behind by 3. Just 2 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And they need a 3 to tie. But look, they've got enough time here to find a good look. They can run a play off the inbound, make sure they get it in the hands of their best shooter.
On the inbound, off the mark. And so it's Phoenix who scraped by with the win. This win, thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's good.
I smack clowns with mad style.
with our analyst. Well, Smitty, these two teams have been around the block a few times. Both rosters filled with veterans.
No surprises tonight, BA. These guys have faced off on various teams so many times, they know all of their opponent's tricks.
Here are the 5 for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Josh Okogie is out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Ayton in at the center position. Gets the 3 ball to go.
A reliable jump shooter. Paul George's accuracy only goes up when he catches in rhythm.
Westbrook against Paul. Here's Okogie, guarded by Morris. Ayton with a screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tipped. George outside. The 3. And Ayton pulls it down. You know, thinking about the Clippers' history, those Lob City days really stand out, Smitty.
Yes, BA, one of the most fun eras in recent NBA history. Blake and DeAndre throwing down alley-oops from CP3. That team had their own style, attitude. I love watching that Lob City group play. Wonderful find by Paul. This offense relies on him to make those kind of plays.
Westbrook outside. Pass to George. They double-team George. Westbrook against Booker. From 13. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
So dangerous in the pick-and-roll game. Westbrook dishing it.
The kick to Durant. Puts up a 3. Connects from downtown.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
The drive by Westbrook. Morris outside. Zubac passes to Morris. George with it. Back to Morris. The 3 is up. Sinks the tray.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Left side Booker. Outside Paul. Driving inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
So clever on his takes inside. Chris Paul is adept at carving his way through the deep.
Here's Westbrook. Zubac passes to Westbrook. Morris for 3. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. Morris has got 6.
How can you leave this guy that wide open? Please. That's terrible.
Outside Paul. Outside Booker from behind the arc. The shot misses, and it's the Clippers taking it the other way. A true utility player, Smitty. Marcus Morris brings a diverse skill set to the court.
He does. Marcus is a hard-nosed, gritty defender who can play either forward spot or even center at times. Plus, he's a reliable scorer and a solid three-point shooter.
Pass to Paul. Outside for Booker. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. The Clippers have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. George, no good. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Outside Durant. Outside for Booker. Goes back up. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
An active shooter. Booker is clever at finding ways to attract fouls on the way up. And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
George passes to Morris. George left side, back to Morris. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Morris has got 8.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clock. And Durant slams it home.
One more for the highlight reel. KD with the skyscraper.
George outside. Morris outside. From the arc. Oh, rejected by Ayton. And here's Durant. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And so it's Marcus Morris making things. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Well, in my opinion, the way the three has been falling for them here early on, you have to think they'll keep firing away.
And another area of strength has been their offensive rebounding, converting a lot of those second chances.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Westbrook in at the 1. That's the group for the Clippers starting the second. George outside.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Paul passes to Ayton. Booker with it. Pass to Paul. On the wing, Durant. Ayton, the screen on Leonard. Here's Durant. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. 7 points in the game.
Certain guys have a nose for scoring the ball. KD draws contact and makes the adjustment.
Back to Westbrook. Morris, a screen on Paul. Westbrook, the pass to Morris. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Outside Durant. Pass to Paul. Tipped away. Outside Booker. And Booker throws it down.
An explosive offensive force. When Booker has the chance to slam it, he takes full advantage.
Westbrook. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. The Suns leading.
Russell Westbrook's ranks on the all-time list are incredible. He's in the top 100 for points, rebounds, assists, and steals. And don't forget, he's the triple-double king.
Shot clock at 6. Ball passes to Ayton. It's rebounded by Zubats. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. And with Westbrook, is there anyone you could see breaking his triple-double record?
Yeah, I think Luka Doncic has a chance. He's already in the top 10 on that list and has a long career ahead of him. I remember thinking no one would break Oscar's record, but Russell did it.
Leonard for 3, and that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists now in this one.
For a guy who hit only 25% of his threes in college, Kawhi has become one of the NBA's best at the wing position.
For 3, Booker. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound. The Clippers in the lead. From deep three-point range, and Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 4 rebounds in the game. The Suns have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second.
And the move that really shook up the NBA world. I mean, Kevin Durant asking and receiving a trade out of Brooklyn. Now, with this team, he makes them a title favorite overnight.
Well, Smitty, recently it seems like mid-range shooting is making something of a comeback. More guys taking shots from that area.
And B.A., I am so happy. There's nothing wrong with the mid-range game. Some stars have proven it's a viable method, even in the three-point focused modern game. And for the moment, defenses aren't always prepared to deal with it.
Timeout called, the Clippers. And the Suns going with a whole new group out there. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. And T.J. Warren is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Warren against Powell. Batum outside. 6 on the shot clock. That one no good. And Phoenix the other way now. Here's Baisley. And the big dunk at the end of the break.
You need guys who are willing to make the next pass. Shamet doesn't rack up a lot of assists, but he's unselfish.
Plumlee a screen. Here's Highland. And again, no good by the Clippers. The Suns have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. There's 53 seconds left in the first half. Here's Shamet. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
In terms of offense, the Clippers have been up and down in recent years. When they're healthy, they're dangerous. When they're not, it's a struggle.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
There's 39 seconds left to play in the first half. Out to Powell. The 3. It's hauled in by Baisley. And Phoenix shooting around 53%. A nice number. Outside Ross. Warren, the pass to Ross. Baisley in the post. Pulls it. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. Up in time. And the first half comes to a conclusion.
With a score, your Clippers 18, the Suns 22.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. One of the stories here, Kevin Durant. He's getting it done today.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Kicking off the second half, here's Monty Williams 5. Landry Shamet is out there with Terrence Ross. Then there's Darius Baisley. Then it's T.J. Warren. And it's Landale in at the center position.
You want your ball handlers to be great free throw shooters, especially at the end of games. Shamet provides that.
Here's Highland. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Hits the trifecta.
Fast-paced play from Norman Powell. Doesn't waste time finding his shot once he has the ball.
Here's Shamet. To the middle. Here's Landale. Back to Shamet. Batum pulls it in.
Might like a do-over there. Quality look inside.
For the lead. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Reliable shooting for Batum at the arc. Having offensive options you can count on is so important.
Here's Shamet. Pass to Baisley. Warren with the ball. Picked up by Powell. And it's Warren missing.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Highland misses. The Suns trailing. Outside Ross. Now Warren. Here's Shamet. Pass to Baisley. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. He misses the free throw. And a new group getting ready for the Suns. Aiden, he's checked in for Landale. Okogie comes in for Warren. Booker, he's checked in for Ross. And it's Chris Paul in for Shaman.
He is definitely disappointed. He couldn't put his team up in front, but at least he knotted this one up.
Westbrook finds Zubac. Back to Westbrook. The kick out to Morris. George outside. Back to Morris.
Foul against the Suns.
Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Baisley.
First personal foul. First team foul. Suns substitution. Kevin Durant.
Now George. The three ball. Morris for three. Durant pulls it in. And the Suns shooting 44%, a pretty decent clip. Durant with a screen on Westbrook. Now here's Paul. And the foul on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul.
And that puts them just one foul from the bonus.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And Ayton with the stuff.
I mean, come on, a 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Ayton beats everyone to the ball and converts easily.
George for three. And the Clippers miss again. Zubac with the steal. George passes to Zubac. Leonard on the wing. Up top, Westbrook. 1:51 left in the third. Shot clock at 5. And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
George outside. George draws the double. Leonard outside. Just 4 to shoot. Kicks it to George. Morris sets a screen. George draws the double. Second chance effort. Westbrook outside. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. The three-pointer off the mark. The Suns have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Pass to Okogie. On the wing, Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
This just in. Kevin Durant is good. How easy does offense come to him?
George outside. Leonard outside. And stolen by Durant. Paul with it. He's picked up by Westbrook. The kick to Durant. And Durant slams it home.
One of the all-time scoring greats. Durant is racking up the points tonight. There's nothing you can do to stop him.
George right side. Zubac's high post. The kick out to Morris. Westbrook outside. Shot clock at 6. Zubac with a screen on Booker. George. And George with the jam.
So comfortable in pick and roll. Paul George is a top-level ball handler who consistently makes the right play.
Outside Durant. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
I mean, the versatility of KD is tremendous. There's really nothing this guy can't do.
Leonard for 3. Whoa! He just got it off in time. That was close. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Suns ahead, up 4. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
This is what you need your floor general to do. Take charge, lead by example, unselfish play.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Westbrook in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. So it's Phoenix now. 4-point game. Outside Booker. Over to the wing. Paul passes to Durant. And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed.
The previous play is under review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Leonard outside. Fires the three. It's George on the wing, guarded by Durant. Oh, and another three for the Clippers.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far the defense has had no answer.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Paul against Westbrook. Paul passes to Booker. 6 to shoot. The Suns need to get off a shot. Durant, no good. The Clippers trail. To take the lead. George's shot is off. Phoenix is shooting at a 48% clip from the floor. Outside Durant. He takes it in. And Durant slams it home.
Wow, the skills at his size. Durant makes a number of moves every game that just leaves you shaking your head.
Zubac's shot is off. The Suns have gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Up top, Paul. He's guarded by Zubac. Pass to Octopi. Durant against Leonard. Banked it in off the glass. Now it's a 5-point Suns lead.
Relentless at the offensive end. KD challenging the heart of the defense.
George draws the double. Out to Leonard. Here's Zubac. Back to Leonard. Lets the three fly. Durant pulls it in. Durant's got 5 rebounds tonight. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Pass to Aiden. Back to Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
As they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Leonard's shot's good.
Crucial points. Kawhi stepping up to the plate when his team needs him the most.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Durant inside. Leonard defending. Changes up. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. And that's an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
To the inside, Morris.
Defensively, Aiden's always had the size and length. Where he's really improved is with the angles he takes to the ball.
Durant, pass to Aiden. It's stolen by Leonard. Westbrook with it, and it's Paul picking him up. And the shot's good. And now just a 2-point Phoenix lead.
Tremendous confidence in himself. Russ able to get space and knock down a big one.
Here's Paul. Takes it inside. Booker against George. To the paint. Here's Zubac. Hauled in by Paul.
Huge challenge at the rim. The defender could not have played that any better.
Outside Durant. Just 5 to shoot. Ayton in the high post. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
That's just being out of sync and at the worst time. Costly.
There's 25 seconds left in the game. George outside. Chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Booker against George. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
8 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Outside Durant. So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. Allie, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll...
I smack clowns with mad style.
focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point guard position.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
Now, here is George. Covington a screen on Edwards. And George kicks to Covington. Clock at 6. George passes to Covington. Here's Zubac. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. And it's Conley with the ball for the Timberwolves. Pass to Towns. And he goes big with the dunk right over Robert Covington.
Wow, the size and speed of Towns, a natural-born highlight reel. Guys, you have to remember when thinking and talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's an organization that is still so young.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Now, here's George. And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
For Minnesota, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. You know, basketball historians will remember that the Minneapolis Lakers, Doris, won 5 titles before relocating to Los Angeles in 1960.
And I think the current crop of T-Wolves fans, Kevin, see this as a completely different franchise from that historic team. In their minds, they haven't won a championship yet, and that fact should really motivate this current roster to get one for this group.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul. And really, whatever your take on Russell Westbrook is now, you can't deny his place in NBA history. Voted as one of the NBA's top 75 players of all time.
Now here is Conley. To the middle. Oh, and the jam by Towns.
Beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
Westbrook kicks to Zubac. Zubac with the screen for Leonard. Driving inside.
I guess he didn't appreciate getting scored on that last strip.
I guess not. He threw it down right on top of him. Pass to Towns. Paul George with the steal. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. And the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Greg, it is impossible to argue against Westbrook belonging to that top 75 players list, isn't it?
It really is, Kevin. I mean, his career numbers and accomplishments speak for themselves. A very unique player. Easily one of the best during his prime.
Here's Westbrook after the basket by Minnesota. Towns with it. He has 6. And Towns throws it down.
That's easy money for Karl Anthony Towns. Gets in close range and leaves no doubt.
Zubac a screen on Edwards. And it's George missing.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
And that one, good. Edwards got 6.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
And boy, have they started out quick, running the floor, taking advantage of their speed.
Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
They've been excellent
so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Covington's shot is off. Timberwolves leading by 14. Gobert dishes to Edwards. Trying for the hoop, and then jammed down as he goes right over Ivica Zubac.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
Now, here's Zubac. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And so it's Minnesota sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a comfortable margin for the Timberwolves here, guys.
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the points. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Now here's Leonard. After the miss from Karl Anthony Towns. Leonard looking over the floor. Fires from deep. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. You know, Doris, there's some pretty cool stories, aren't there, about Kawhi Leonard and what he has done in the community.
There really are, Kevin. I think about it. When he wins the Defensive Player of the Year award, that comes with a car. And instead of using it for his own personal use, he donated that to a children's welfare charity. This is the same guy who gave 1 million backpacks to kids in need in Los Angeles. Just a few of the things he does for his community.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You can see the defenders try to play with a level of physicality against Mike Conley, but this guy's such a tough competitor. He'll get to the line.
Oh, and with all the gifted range shooters in this league, Doors, it seems like in the clutch, more teams go for those long-distance, quote-unquote, Hail Mary threes rather than 2 quick field goals inside.
Well, it makes sense if you have guys who work on those types of shots. We see Stephen Curry do this all the time. But I don't always agree that that should be the play. If you have the time, go for high-percentage 2-point looks.
And how about the impact Anthony Edwards has had?
This guy's a real game changer on the floor. Scores it at a high clip, can play big inside and play big outside, does everything on the floor with a passion, with a joy, and with a flair.
Now here's Covington. No points in the game yet for him. Shot clock at 5. They need this. It's Covington on the wing. From deep, George. He doesn't hit that one. And Minnesota will come the other way. Conley scanning the floor. Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Well, if you want to pinpoint one thing about Mike Conley, it's his feel for the game. That's a pretty pass.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves.
First team.
Here's Westbrook, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots in the game right here.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Robert Covington. Powell, he's checked in for Leonard. And Eric Gordon subbed in for George.
And forget about finesse. This big fella's all about the power.
Here's Alexander Walker. Here's Reed. Traps in the tray. Reed's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And the Clippers making a change here. Highland's checked in. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Powell, the pass to Batum. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Kyle Anderson.
One of the things I admire most about Nick Batum is how consistently he gives effort through 48 minutes. Plays with his head in the game and giving his all-out effort every play. Gentlemen, if we go back to the summer of 2019, that is the summer where the Clippers got both Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. When they made those moves, everyone expected this to be an NBA Finals team.
Highland's shot is good.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Here's Alexander Walker. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. They did, and thus far for Los Angeles, no finals trips in the last 3 seasons of Leonard and George.
That's exactly right, Kevin. In the bubble playoffs in Orlando, they got close. But then Kawhi got hurt during the 2021 playoffs, and last year, Kawhi out for the entire season. So health has been a critical factor in their failures.
Batum with the ball. Guarded now by Anderson, and Jalen Noel picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Here's Highland, and again Los Angeles with the triple.
He took what the defense was giving him that time. There was nobody on him on the three-point shot. Boy, don't give him the lights out.
Alexander Walker passes to Reed. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Reeves got 6 points. And there's the pass to Powell. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Now the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league, and he's just coming into his prime, so he fits the timeline of their star.
Here's Alexander Walker. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Out to the right wing. Here's Reed. The putback.
Second personal foul. 15 foul.
Clippers trail by 17. There's 37 seconds left in the first half. Highland passes to Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. Prince outside. Connects from three-point range. Prince has got himself on the board with 3 there.
This guy has spent his career underrated. Prince can stretch the defense and do a lot of little things for you.
Reed kicks to Anderson. Pass to Prince. Shoots over Powell and finished off by Anderson.
When you watch Taurean Prince play, you know it's about team. This guy finds the open man and loves delivering it.
Got it off in time, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't. Thank you, David, and we'll be back.
Your Clippers, 22. The Timberwolves, 42.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. Batum with the 3. 6 to shoot. Here's Highland. He's got 6, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Minnesota basketball.
Minnesota leading by 22. Doris, it's been great to see the Clippers rise to prominence over the last 10 years, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, listen, this was an organization that spent years in futility, but you have to admire the transformation that has led to consistent success. They used to be a franchise that made the playoffs maybe once in a decade. Now you expect them to contend in the West. You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Outside Conley. This one for 3, and another 3 for Minnesota.
Mike Conley wanted to make sure the momentum was not swinging the other direction, so he answers with a 3.
Highland passes to Plumlee. Takes the 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Edwards drives in and finished off by Edwards.
Anthony Edwards has got his rhythm, and he's got a well-rounded offensive game. Look out.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. CLA has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Westbrook passes to George. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Sinks the triple. George has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
You can see there's complete trust in Paul George in pick and rolls. Fantastic at taking advantage of the defense and the separation they give him.
Now here's Towns. Gobert down low. He's covered by Leonard. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. From deep, George, and again, it's the Clippers from deep.
It matters not if you're staying attached and connected to Paul George. He's got the height and release point to get it off anyway.
Gobert, it's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
Coming onto the court right now. Time to get excited for your...
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Pass to Gobert.
2 minutes remaining in the...
Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Boy, the added strength of Rudy Gobert over the years helps him complete the and one. You get the sense this guy loves to score the basketball.
George against Edwards. On the wing, George. He's got 9.
Well, being aggressive and assertive, the big man snatching the rebound.
Summer of 2014, Doris. Paul George suffering a leg injury playing for the national team.
Kevin, I remember that injury like it was yesterday. There were many, including me, who wondered whether Paul George could ever be the same guy. And amazingly, he puts in all the necessary work, and I think has come back better. That is a huge credit to his work ethic and his grit.
Minnesota calls timeout.
All right, folks, if you want a teacher, come on and make some noise.
.119 left to play in the third. Here's Towns. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Beautifully done by Towns, using the up fake to bait the defender.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
Now here is George. Outside, Covington. Kicks to Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. Towns against Covington. Towns with the defensive effort.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Passes it to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, Rudy Gobert is in rhythm, and it's not often you see him dominate from the offensive end, but right now he's cooking.
It's Covington on the wing. His three-pointers off the mark. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Towns. That's in there. Conley with the assist. And that's 15 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
Boy, the well-rounded offensive arsenal allows Cat to deliver consistently on the offensive end. And boy, he is in rhythm right now.
And it's Leonard missing. And here is Conley. Towns kicks to Conley. Rudy Gobert, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Now Conley. At the elbow, it's Gobert. Back to Conley. He kicks it to Gobert. Towns in the corner. Off target with his 3. LA has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter.
Mike Conley, second personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Leonard. Outside Westbrook. Shot clock at 6. Zubac the pass to Covington. From the arc. And the Clippers miss again.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Leonard with the steal. From deep. The Clippers keep it alive. Stolen by McDaniels. Conley the pass to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Covington against Towns. Covington dishes to Leonard. Outside, George. Los Angeles with another miss.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Oh!
My goodness. Man, that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
And here's George for 3. And rebounded by McDaniels. Minnesota with the ball. They're rolling here with a 9-point run. Outside Conley. And the pass to Gobert. Leonard with the steal. Covington with it. Conley picks him up. Outside Leonard. Stolen by Michael Conley.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
Goodness, Anthony Edwards. Always on the attack. This guy is just so dynamic.
Takes it out to Covington for the 3. Offensive rebound. Left side, George. Nobody near Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists in the game. Edwards, a screen on Westbrook. Conley, the pass to Edwards. To the inside. And Gobert throws it down.
So long, so athletic. Rudy Gobert with a big-time dunk.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Timberwolves.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Rudy Gobert.
Boy, I think he made his presence felt in the paint more than anywhere else. This guy's rebounding numbers were outstanding. He controlled the glass.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
George looking around. Covington setting the pick for George. 5 to shoot. From deep three-point range. No good. Shot missing. And Minnesota will come the other way. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. And Gobert kicks to Edwards. Outside Conley. Pass to McDaniels. It's Edwards on the wing. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Fires the 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some. The quick hitter from three-point range off the inbound play. They ran that set perfectly.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
I smack clowns with mad style.
Noche Latina, commemorating the NBA's. And as is the case most nights, we've got a lot of talent in the backcourt for both of these squads, Clark.
Yeah, there's so many outstanding shot makers and playmakers in the backcourts across the league. I do believe it is clearly a guards league these days. All of these guys can light it up and will light you up. So clearly a shooters league is what you see most of now.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. And there's the foul. It's on DeAndre Ayton. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit. And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Conley against Paul. Gobert with a screen on Paul. Here's Conley. Durant pulls it in.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Ball against Towns. Knocked away and stolen by Booker. Okogie on the wing. Takes a three. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
Something you can't put a price tag on. The Minnesota Timberwolves gained last season. Playoff experience. Young guys getting accustomed to the crucible of postseason play. Extremely valuable.
The rebound by the Timberwolves. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert. The Suns have gone 1 for 3 so far. McDaniels against Durant. And he banks in the layup. So, Clark, would you say playoff experience also raises your regular season play?
I don't think there's any question about it, B.A. I never had a chance in my short career to play in the playoffs, but I covered a bunch of them as a broadcaster. There's a different electricity. There's a different intensity. There's a different feel in the locker room. You learn not to back down. You learn to work through adversity, and you learn to play under pressure.
Outside Paul. Pass to Ayton. Just 5 on the clock. Paul against Conley. Lets it go from 11. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Pass to Towns. There's the triple. Second shot opportunity. Clock at 4. From deep, Conley. They shoot again. The kick out to Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Booker. Back to Towns. 4-3. Stolen by Booker. And the Suns pushing it up now. Here's Okogie, and it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line.
Jaden McDaniel, first personal foul, first team foul.
And that one misses.
Well, you know, Okogie has quickly proven himself to be a dynamic player. He flies around the floor looking for ways to help out his team at both ends, which is quite impressive for a young guy like him.
For 3, Durant. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it. And you know what? They're going to keep using it. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. They double him with Booker. Gobert inside. Was covered by Ayton. Another miss by Minnesota. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Here's Durant. And he lays it up and in. Durant's got 7 points in the game.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction. And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Outside Conley. Right side McDaniels, and he dunks it down.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Durant inside, working on McDaniels. Outside Durant. Shot clock at 5. That shot off. And Minnesota will come the other way. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
You know, with his strength and body control, Edwards should be an and-one machine at this level.
Free throw good, Edwards. And so here's Phoenix. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside Paul. Ayton, the screen on Conley. Paul for 3. Drains the triple. Paul's got his second basket.
You know, Paul loves to operate in the lane, and he's extremely good at it, but he also understands the value of stretching the defense.
Here's Edwards. Basket's good.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
You know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
And that does it for the first quarter. The Suns on top, leading by 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns U10 team.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
T.J. Warren out there with Darius Baisley. And then it's Landry Shamet. Then it's Terrence Ross. And it's Landale in its center, filling out the middle. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Clock at 6. And the basket by Shamet. And Minnesota has possession. 7-point differential. Here's Edwards. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It felt like we've become a league where every game turned into a three-point shooting contest. But Clark, we've seen different styles work.
Exactly, B. I mean, take Chicago during the 21-22 year. I mean, they were fantastic offensively, yet near the bottom of the league in three-point attempts. Having teams with distinct offenses, I think, makes the game a lot more fun to watch.
Three-pointer. Another 3 for Phoenix.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
Ross against Edwards. Pass to Towns. Outside Ross. And the Suns getting another bucket right there. All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Suns.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far, really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
You know, another point I'd like to add is that they've had tremendous success early on converting turnovers and turning those into points.
Stolen. Here's Shamet. He's guarded by Conley. Pass to Landale. Back to Warren. Here's Landale. Here's Shamet. Conley comes with a double team. Outside Warren. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Suns need to get off a shot. Here's Ross. It's deflected.
And you see Edwards trying to do this more, impose his will at the defensive end. Good job defensively that time.
Outside Conley. Pass to Gobert. Gobert is doubled. The kick out to Conley. Back to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
One of the league's better floor generals, really over the last decade. Conley plays with an old-school pass-first mindset.
And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That's his first foul, and it's a completely new group for the Suns. They double-team Paul. Here's Okogie. Outside for Booker. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Naz Reid. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Durant and rejected. They get it back. Yes, it's good. The Timberwolves shooting the rock well at 46%. Here's Alexander Walker. He's guarded by Paul. Reid sets a screen. Alexander Walker drops in the 3. Alexander Walker's got his first 3 points of the game.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Here's Paul. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5.
Tell you what, it's really remarkable to see it. Just about 6 feet tall, and that might be generous. Chris Paul is a dominant player in the painted area, and he does it with skill and craftiness.
Outside, Anderson. Pass to Reid. 4 on the clock. Here's Noel. Oh, Durant with a steal. All alone on the break. And it's slammed in by Durant.
You know, he shows off the awareness and agility, not only at the start of the play there, but Durant showing you he can finish the play, too.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Back to Reid. 3-pointer. Durant pulls it in. The Suns have gotten an impressive 6 of 8 shots to fall in the second.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
.11 left to play in the half. Paul for 3. Here's Ayton. And so he draws the foul, heading to the line to shoot a pair.
Gotta be careful how you guard Ayton. He's so creative at finding ways to draw fouls.
Fourth team foul.
And he sinks the second. 1:03 left in the first half of this one. Here's Alexander Walker. He's guarded by Paul. Pass to Reid. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Booker, the pass to Ayton. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. Ayton's got 5 points now in the quarter.
So impressed with that bucket by Ayton. Fantastic body control from the big man.
Reid a screen on Durant. Anderson for 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Outside Durant. Outside for Booker. Fader on the way. Anderson pulls it down. Here's Prince, guarded by Durant. Here's Anderson. Uses the glass on the layup.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
Paul from deep three-point land. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. And we've reached halftime in this one. The Suns on top, up by 12. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Get loud for the Timberwolves.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. It's been quite a game for Chris Paul.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
Setting the floor for the Timberwolves. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point. And Durant with the big finish.
Boy, quick reacting that time helps Octopi come up with a steal, sparking a successful fast break.
Edwards kept alive by Minnesota. Conley finds Towns. Off target from the wing.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
Here's Octopi. This one for 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Ball against Conley. Pass to Gobert. Gobert with the stuff.
With incredible agility and reflexes, Gobert excels above the rim.
Here's Paul. Ayton passes to Paul. Outside Durant. 6 on the shot clock. The kick out to Paul. Outside Booker. Tries yet again. Boy, they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but still coming up empty. They double him with Booker. And we're going to have a jump ball.
Jump ball call.
Two minutes gone in this third quarter now. Shot clock at 6. Here's Durant. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Outside Conley. Gobert with a screen on Booker. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Left side Paul. 5 on the clock. Another shot. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
The craftiness of Paul really on display everywhere, but especially inside and forcing defenders to commit fouls on him.
He hits the second from the line, and last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7. That's a costly error. Now let's see how they bounce back.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
Time called here. The Timberwolves decide to talk it over. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Reed comes in for Gobert, and Rivers is subbed in for Mike Conley. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. And here's Paul. 10 points for him. Pass to Octopi. Booker with it. 5 to shoot. Here's Durant. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. Booker's got his 4th assist in this one.
Looking strong to the finish. When Durant locks in on scoring, nobody's stopping.
A minute 31 left in the third. 3-pointer off the mark. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Towns a screen on Paul. Pass to Towns. Edwards against Durant. Here's Reed. McDaniels with it. Reed in the post. Booker defending. Booker with the defensive effort. Phoenix has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Ayton passes to Durant. Octopi on the wing. Takes a 3. Octopi on the wing. Pass to Ayton. Back to Booker. Going inside. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
A really nice play by Booker. I mean, he gives you size out of the backcourt and can finish with either hand.
Ooh, Durant with a steal. In transition, here come the Suns. Let's go with a 3. Pure from 3-point range. Octopi's got 5 now.
You know, pretty much anybody can hit that shot when they're that wide open. I mean, terrible defense.
Pass to Reed. Can they get it? And he takes it up and lays it in.
Oh, beating everyone to the ball. Great activity on the offensive glass.
The drive by Paul. Here's Octopi. layup is good off the glass. He has 7.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. They just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra.
And so it's Phoenix feeling confident. 18-point lead to win that quarter. Their defense has forced a number of key turnovers, giving them a clear advantage on possession. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Josh Okogie, and it's Ayton in at the 5. That's who's out there for Phoenix. McDaniels against Durant. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Now Reed. It's McDaniels on the wing. Back to Reed. And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That's his first foul. Some changes for Minnesota. Gobert's checked in for Reed. And Mike Conley is subbed in for Rivers. Pass to McDaniels. And the layup is good.
No need to risk a shot from range when you can take it inside.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Stolen by Conley. It's Edwards on the wing. Drives to the hoop. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
They are blowing this one open.
Maybe the only question is how big will this lead grow?
Outside Paul. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
You know, guys, that's what he does. He just loves to play that kind of attacking basketball.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
McDaniels against Booker. They double him with Booker. Outside Conley. Three-pointer. Nails it from 3.
Well, Conley can be a volume scorer from the arc. The defense can't let him just have those opportunities.
Now here's Paul. Okogie on the wing. Launches a 3. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, you love to see Edwards shine on offense like this. I know it's got to be making his coach happy, too.
Down low. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Huge size disadvantage for the defense. You might as well just get out of the way when that's the case.
It's Edwards on the wing. Pass to Gobert. And stolen by Paul. Durant. Pass to Booker. There's the 3. Knocks down the triple. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Suns.
You have to be a fan of the energy they played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
And the defense has been disruptive, forcing turnovers, challenging shots. The turnovers they've been able to turn into points, too.
Outside Durant. Pulls up. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
We've got 1:28 left in the 4th quarter here. That's tipped. Here's Gobert. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Well, easy does it, Towns is saying to himself. Forget about the threes right now. I'm going to go with the flush.
outside Paul. No good on the three. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter.
And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Suns.
One area where they set themselves apart today, their aggressiveness in getting steals.
It really hindered their opponent all game long. And of course, it helped spark their own offense.
And propelling them to a solid win, it was a night of big plays for DeAndre Ayton.
He really influenced the game with his rebounding. Just a stellar performance. With all the work he put in, he's gonna sleep well tonight.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Yeah, one of the best leaders in the NBA. This team loves having Mike Conley in their locker room.
And Conley drops them both. 41 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Conley against Paul. Right side Durant. Okogie on the wing. The 3 ball. And the Suns get it back. Ayton finds Booker. Fires the 3. Drills it from deep. And the Suns lead by 18.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense.
At the line for your Suns.
No good on the technical, so unable to pick that one up.
Well, you look at Durant, and it's obvious. He feels like he's got so much more to prove. I mean, he's as driven a player as you'll find in this league. That's part of his greatness.
From deep. Off on that one. So it's the Suns winning this one easily. A clean win, and one where they...
I smack clowns with mad style.
So Phoenix will get the first possession. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the 1 spot. Now here's Paul. 6 to shoot. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. Durant with a wide open look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. No, we might have a throwback battle on our hands, Greg. These two teams take pride in their defense.
No doubt, these are some tough-nosed, gritty, physical defenses, and we're not going to see many easy buckets. Both sides are going to make you work.
Leonard with the steal. Three-pointer. Phoenix grabs the miss. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Ayton with it. Ball outside. 5 on the clock. He's off on that one. And the Clippers will come the other way. Outside, KD. About a minute and a half through the first quarter.
Durant imposing his will, this time at the rim.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. It's a 5-point game. A 3 from Leonard. Cans it from downtown.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
The Suns have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Amazing the way Kawhi Leonard has evolved throughout his career.
Well, in the early part of his career playing in San Antonio, defense was his calling card. And you could even argue that his offense has gotten better than his defense, which is simply remarkable. One of the top all-around players in the NBA. Paul George instincts right there, just taking over that possession. He's using his length right there to take away a lot of airspace for the shooter.
And it's Westbrook. That time on the assist from Leonard. It's all knotted up.
Good presence there. Already in his shooting motion, he spotted the open man and made the unselfish play.
Booker dishes to Ayton. Back to Booker. To the paint. Here's Durant. And it's good. The time running down on the shot clock. Durant's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, I don't think KD's going to panic with any offensive opportunities. So cool in that possession there.
Now George. And George with the stuff.
Paul George, a swing player, and right there swinging on the rim.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
KD a screen on Westbrook. Paul with the bucket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Inside. And the dunk by Zubac.
Love how Leonard slices passes through the defense. He guts the defense pretty quick on that pick and roll.
Here's Octopi, covered by Morris. Back to Booker. It's hauled in by Zubac.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Just aggressive there. Instead of going to one of his patented shots inside, Morris just simply rises up to be free.
Now here's Paul. Outside Durant. Nifty moves. And KD throws it down.
He's not going to miss an opportunity to find a teammate. Chris Paul delivers.
To the inside. Zubac. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Zubac has got his second basket.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
The shot's good from Paul.
Chris Paul, a crafty finisher, gets inside, and despite being 6 feet, will find a way to get it done.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's George. Down low. Morris makes it off the glass.
That's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
Pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
The big guy going up and trying to rip that rim off.
The shot by George, wide open. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Outside Durant. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in.
Such an elite defender with...
Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Clippers lead by 3. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports and always exciting. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
So for the Clippers right now, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard. Now here's Paul. Unloads from 13 and too long on the shot. Brent, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have injuries have been a factor the past couple seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that their owner wants to, but trying to keep this core group of guys together. And if they do that and they get health, there's a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest of stages.
Here's Ayton. The second chance effort doesn't go for him. Los Angeles leading by 8. Westbrook up top, defended by Booker. Zubac with the screen for George. It's tipped and stolen by Ayton. Now here's KD, the fast break opportunity. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Great D that time from Leonard. George passes to Westbrook. Now here's Zubac, defended by Booker. They double him with Booker. Outside Leonard. 4 on the shot clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And it's Westbrook. That time on the assist from Leonard. Westbrook's got the lead up to 11 now for the Clippers. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Ayton a screen on George to the paint. Stolen by George. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Leonard looking over the floor. Pass to Morris. Leonard dishes to Morris. Back to Leonard. Clock at 6. Over Durant. Good work defensively by KD. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Nothing offensively yet from them in the second quarter. Ayton kicks to Booker. Now the pass to KD. To end the run. And that's 2 points on the layup. KD's got 11. Brent, do you think shooting has improved over the years, or are there just more good shooters on the floor?
Well, Kevin, if you had a bubble, I'd be bursting it right now, because if you look back over the last 10 years, maybe go 20 years, shooting has not changed. Percentages have not changed, both from two-point land, three-point land, free throw line. It's not that there are more good shooters in the league. There's just more surprises as to who it is you see taking the shots. You think about the growth of Kawhi Leonard's game, where in the first few seasons had very few assists as a playmaker, and now it's a key part of his game.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Morris, following the basket by Chris Paul. Passes it to George. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on 8.
And when you look at Paul George, I mean, he's been in the middle of a couple monster trades.
Well, PG exchanged for 2 future All-Stars in Sabonis and Oladipo. going to Indy. And then that massive trade to LA, the Thunder got SGA, a boatload of picks. It just shows you how much value Paul George has. And trust me, he's very much valued by the team he's on.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Gordon's checked in for Paul George. Outside Warren. 1:04 left in the first half. And he banks in the layup.
Really can score the basketball. It's impressive how he hunts out these kind of shots and starts to score even under pressure.
From outside the arc, Highland misses. Suns trail by 9. Here's Warren. No good that time. Plumlee with some nice D. On the wing, Batum. Pass to Pop. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Batum, the screen. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And Norman Powell, as a point getter, understands the value of the free throw. He's been over 80% for his career at the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Both good from the line that time. The Suns have gone just 33% for the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Landry Shamet, one of those guys continuing to hone his skills, trying to become more of an impactful player in the two-way format, both on defense and with that shooting ability.
And here is Los Angeles now.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
All right, David, thank you.
Your Suns, 22. The Clippers, 35.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively. But he's going to keep going at it.
So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. Landry Shamet is out there with Terrence Ross. Then it's TJ Warren. And it's Landale in at the 5, patrolling the paint. Something you noticed about these Suns last year was their offensive talents, Brent. It could be seen from top to bottom.
Man, they got plenty of great shooters on the floor. Obviously, one of the great distributors of all time in Chris Paul. These guys scoring in a variety of ways. Really tough to defend from inside, outside, and the deadly mid-range of your leader.
Suns trail by 15. Paul outside. Pass to Ayton. Left side, KD. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
And you can see why KD has won himself a couple scoring titles.
Los Angeles leading by 13. Outside, Batum. The pass to Highland. Kicks it out to Gordon. The tray. The Clippers rebound. Paul with the steal. For 3. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Still the traditional play of Chris Paul as the point guard, that pass-first DNA. Amazing what he's done when you think back through his entire career.
Batum a screen on Paul. And the 3-ball is good. Highland's got 6 points.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
And Ayton throws it down.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Got that one up quick. Highlands got 6 points in the quarter.
And you know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to DM.
Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's on Nicholas Batum.
Well, despite his outward demeanor, Durant plays with so much passion, takes the hit, still able to convert.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Well, Brent, Chris Paul is undoubtedly one of the smartest players in the NBA.
And that's why he's been able to maintain such a high level of play for so long. As one of his teammates said, he has an IQ that's going to keep him on the floor until he's 50.
Here's Paul. Westbrook with the block.
And Russell just bringing it right now on defense.
George against Booker. George passes to Zubac. And stolen by Ayton. It's Durant on the wing. Covered by Morris. It's good. Durant's got 20.
Durant almost 7 feet. It's just hard to believe watching how well he moves.
Outside, George. Screen by Zubac. And the rejection by Ayton.
Nice timing as Ayton's up there for the rejection.
6 to shoot. Morris with the screen for Leonard. Los Angeles with another miss. Suns trail by 10. Ayton a screen. To the middle. Stolen by Zubac. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. Zubac a screen on Paul. Nobody near Leonard. Misses the three. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. A crossover, and then Durant with the dunk.
Putting on a clinic tonight, Durant can use either hand to break you down off the dribble.
Clippers leading by 8.
Get there, get there.
And George, here we go. That one's off, still out of sync. For Phoenix, they've gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Durant kicks to Paul. KD sets the pick for Paul. And it's sent back by Leonard.
That's why they call him the clock. Kawhi getting in there with those massive mitts.
There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. George finds Westbrook. Driving in. It's good. Westbrook's got 9.
Yeah, Westbrook came off of that pick and roll with good intentions and got a good result.
Paul against Westbrook. Paul dishes to Ayton. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Leonard the pass to Westbrook. Morris with a screen on Paul. Westbrook kicks to Morris. And it's off from three-point range. Left side Durant. Second chance shot. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers holding on to an 8-point lead heading in. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Taking a look at Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. On the clock, Ayton. Another shot, and a rejection by Zubac. Out of bounds, Suns ball as Phoenix keeps possession. Off the inbound, and KD throws it down. Los Angeles leading by 6. Leonard on the wing. And here's George. Back to Leonard. shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on 8.
With those long arms and with the high release point, Leonard is practically daring you to foul him.
And team-wide, they've been terrific from the line here. Just one of those nights when the confidence has spread from one player to the next.
Looking to end his cold spell and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
After missing the playoffs for 10 consecutive seasons, boy, the Suns not only got to the postseason in 21, they made it all the way to the finals. So what a turnaround for that franchise.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe.
Chris Paul, as a veteran leader, just sets a high standard for the team that he's playing on. It's really elevated the other guys.
And that one's good. Westbrook. It's been quite a turnaround, hasn't it, Brent, for Phoenix? Ever since they acquired Chris Paul in that trade from Oklahoma City, they've been a different team.
Yeah, and I don't think you can really give enough credit to what it is that Chris Paul has brought, along with the combination and relationship that he has with Monty Williams. I mean, that leadership with that young roster and giving those guys belief has elevated the play of everybody who's put on that uniform.
Westbrook passes to George. Morris a screen. Over in the corner, Zubac. Outside Leonard. Screen by Zubac. The 3. And another 3 for the Clippers.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Zubac a screen on Ayton. And here's George for 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. And the Clippers lead by 14. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
And all game long, they've been finding blocks. Their focus on strong rim protection has helped stifle the opposing team's offense.
Outside Leonard. From outside, off the mark. Suns have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And then Durant with the jam.
Booker's all-around game is really coming together. Nice play there.
Leonard on the wing, guarded by KD. Westbrook with a wide open look, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. He had a nice open look right there. George has got 6 in the quarter.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
Passes it to Octopi. Now here's Booker. And again, it's the Suns missing.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Leonard with the steal. George with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. Back to George. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists in the game.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Clippers.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooting.
Yeah, exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for George.
And guys, I just felt he was tremendous tonight. His energy infected his teammates, and the wrecking ball on both ends.
Morris with the bucket.
And a guy with more of a mid-range game. Morris can still jack it up from deep, if you give him enough space and time.
Yep, that one goes.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
So it's the Clippers now. They lead by 14. Morris, no good.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
Free throw good, Booker.
Booker just one of these guys who's calculating on the offensive end. He's trying to figure out what defenses are doing. He's always working hard to find shots, and he's going to influence the game with the way he can produce.
Zubac finds Morris. From deep. From deep three-point range. So the Clippers winning this one easily. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our program.